Welcome, fans and collectors. This is Marvel and DC 379 with another Marvel Legends review, and today we'll be looking at Marvel Legends X-Men Juggernaut Wave Deadpool. So this is the newest Deadpool. And before I go into further detail, I just want to say thank you to Darth Phoenix 619 to selling this to me for only $20. I really appreciate it. It really means a lot, buddy. So thank you so much. I know I've said it many times, but without you selling it to me, this review would never happen. So thank you so much, Darth Phoenix 619. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so let's go into further detail. I really like how the silver is painted on some parts of his body, like on his chest, on his neck. I love the pouches. And I like how the harness is different this time instead of that stupid looking chest harness that the first Hasbro version had. So I'm just glad they changed it completely. You know, there's sheaths on his back just like before, except these aren't removable. I've tried, they don't work. So yeah, I didn't want to risk breaking them. I wanted to let you know just in case if you buy your own, so don't try it. But the harness is removable if you move the arms and, just slide them off his arms. Head sculpt is nice, totally Deadpool, with the tail on his head, the white eyes and everything, There's wrist guards and shin guards on his wrists and shins, so it kind of gives him that slightly armored look. Okay. For accessories, he comes with so many accessories. Let's start off with the biggest one. The boxing glove rocket launcher. By the way, the glove is removable, so if you want to make it a regular rocket launcher, you can if you want. This looks like something that Joker would use. So if you have a Joker action figure, if you want to give him this, why not? Comes with this rifle. I know a lot of people complained about the designs for these. They look more science fiction than realistic. But it's Deadpool. He's used all kinds of guns. It doesn't matter. Plus, I've played the Deadpool game so many times, and I know he uses pulse rifles, which is like a science fiction type of gun, so it works. I prefer realistic guns, but science fiction guns work for Deadpool very well. Another science fiction looking gun. Looks like some type of machine gun. It's in a gray plastic just like this one. He comes with two pistols. One already in his pouch and one outside for this review to see it for what it is. And this time it is a realistic type of gun. Though I don't know what type of gun, what type of pistol. Again, if you watch my first Deadpool review, I told you, sword guy, not a gun guy, so I don't know what kind of gun this is. So if I sound ignorant, I do apologize. But at least I have the courage to admit I'm ignorant about weapons I don't know. So if I don't know about something, I'm not going to pretend that I do. Well, technically not an accessory, but part of detail. There's sculpted grenades on his pouch. He comes with this nicely detailed taco with the green for the lettuce and the brown for the beef and the red for possibly salsa. It's a nice looking taco, so if you want to display him eating his taco, you can. It won't be Deadpool without tacos, chimichangas, and burritos. Last but not least, his alternate head. And wow, it looks like an avocado had sex with an older, more disgusting avocado. But it looks nice. A beautiful, ugly head sculpt with the creepy smile and the yellow eyes and the scars all over his face. It looks very nice if you swap it out with his, default head. And his katana swords, which are my personal favorite and his signature weapon. So just let me put them in his hands right now. And there's the Deadpool we all know and love, wielding those deadly katana swords. They look nice, and if you look really close, I love how the colors on the grip correspond with the colors on his uniform, you know, the red and the black. Nice touch, you know, props to Hasbro. Okay. Articulation, ball jointed head, hinged neck, hinged shoulders, bicep swivel, double hinged elbow, hinged swivel wrists, hinged torso, ball jointed legs, hinged, swivel upper leg, double hinged knees, and hinged ankles. So, would I recommend this figure? Absolutely. Is it a perfect figure? Absolutely not. There's possible flaws that I have failed to see. But is it a good figure? It's good for what it is. Definitely better than the first Deadpool toy. And a better alternative. You know, out of the three Deadpool toys, the Toy Biz one is possibly the best out of the three. But if you're looking for a cheap alternative that's good for what it is, definitely get this guy. You know, tons of accessories, great detail, has everything you want. Oh, and I forgot there's so many accessories I forgot. He has a combat knife into his sheath of his, you know, boots. I mean, there's so many accessories I forgot. But the point being, this is a good figure for what it is. It's not great, but it's not horrible either. I know some people complained about some of the flaws, but I was able to look past through them. And I like this figure for what it is. So I still recommend this figure, despite its faults. So, thank you for watching, everybody. This has been Marvel and DC 379 saying, I definitely recommend this figure. You know, and I just want to say thank you to Darth Phoenix 619 to selling it to me for only $20, which is a great deal because Deadpool is like $50 online, which is ridiculous. So I just want to say thank you so much for selling this figure to me, buddy. I appreciate it. So thank you for watching, everybody. This has been Charles saying Chimichanga.